All right, take two. Welcome, Talking Tito. It's episode 8. And this episode, we're going to be talking about relationships and, how it all turned out and how life is, that kind of stuff. So, Mel, let's start with you. This is
I had, my first serious relationship was, the end of my senior year. I dated this chick. She's Filipino. I met her through my cousins.
Right.
Fine. We dated, I don't know, maybe 8 years or something like that. I fucked that up. I ended up going away on vacation.
Did she? Were you guys together
For a little bit?
Yeah.
She bailed.
Totally.
You
can't.
Right. I mean, here's the thing though. Going into it, I was like, if you're gonna leave now. Before I go. Right. So I don't have my hopes up. And all that.
Yeah.
Leave now. Don't leave while I'm there.
Right. It's hard.
Right. And I get it.
You guys are kids. I mean,
right. So I get it. She had to do what she had to do. So,
right.
And after that, I came home. I had a couple, not so serious relationships. Then I met my son's mom. We were together for, 8 or 9 years. Then we had Eli.
Yeah.
We've always, our relationships been rocky at best. Back when we first started dating, when it was good, it was good.
Yeah.
Then, we had Eli. Things are, man, I don't even know.
Well, you have your son, and that's awesome.
Yeah.
And,
I definitely, I've had to go through it with her.
Yeah.
She's definitely put me through it and whatnot, but whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I got my boy, and that's all. It's all that really matters.
Do you think it's easier dating someone who's Filipino?
Yes and no. I mean, yeah, because then they get the cultural stuff, but then at the same
that's
time,
to me that's kind of important.
It is,
right.
But then at the same time, I don't. I'm very Filipino about I have the family Filipino values and culture, but I don't do a lot of Filipino shit.
Yeah, that's true. In a way, I always say you're more Filipino than me, but
I'm also the anti-Filipino as well.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're
when I met other Filipinos at Northern, they're like, "Bro, are your friends black?" They're like, no, and I grew up in Joliet, and they're like, "Oh, okay, that tracks. That makes sense." Because
you're the one. They're like, "You're the one."
Yeah, they're like, I was the anomaly.
Yeah,
I was the ghetto Filipino kid. Everyone else is at school. And I got kicked out of high school, and everyone else is National Honor Society. I think I was 247 out of 263. I did just enough to graduate.
I wasn't. I was the same way. I was always above halfway, but for an Asian man, you might as well just be flunking.
Yeah, exactly. My brother was third in his class.
Oh, really?
Fourth. Yeah.
That's definitely not me.
I remember he'd go to school, and they were like, E. Baronia, and the teachers would be like, "Oh no," and my brother would be like, "Don't worry, I'm not like him." And they're like, they give him a look, and then
then he was smart.
I'm in AP classes. I'm in AP chemistry. My brother's in earth science. They're like, good point.
I know.
My brother's in freshman science. He's a senior.
Yeah.
So.
Everyone's different. You could have the same household, same, obviously same parents, but some kids are different.
Oh, I mean, even now, people run into my brother and they're like, "Dude, Mel Baroni is your brother?" Well, you guys don't even look alike.
Yeah.
But when it boils down to it, right, he's still my brother.
So in high school, your crew was kind of just a mixed crew?
Yeah, we were definitely the misfits.
Yeah.
My group of friends.
I transferred to a new high school right before freshman year, so that sucked. So I had to meet all these new people. I didn't know anyone, but I ended up hanging out with a lot of real smart kids and not too many like jocks, but the smart kids who played sports. A lot of Korean guys and that kind of stuff.
I got along with everyone, so I was able to move between
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
different groups. I played sports. I was a stoner.
right.
Like you couldn't really pick on me because I'd fight back.
I wish like I would I like nerdy stuff like computers and Dungeons and Dragons, but I played football, right?
Yeah, I played video games, but then like I
Yeah.
played soccer and things like that. And then, but yeah, I mean, now dating wise, it's weird,
Hmm.
like, especially like in your 40s. And honestly,
Do
I
you think as you got older, like like when you're young, you're like, oh, I'm only gonna date like so and so, and she has to have like no boyfriends. Now it's like, they have kids, it's okay.
right, it's like, well, how fucking crazy are you? You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
right, right. You have one or two kids, that's okay, just as long as you're not a
like, are they the
psychopath.
same dads? Like, are any of them in prison?
Right. Yeah, or age wise, like I thought when I was younger, I thought I'd get. I always tell people I thought I'd get married when I was 23. I got married when I was 29, and I felt
Well, and then
still.
like when I got together with Eli's mom, she had Jace, and Jace was 5.
Mm.
So I
Well,
mean,
that's cool. Yeah, and you were.
I knew what I was getting into, and
Yeah,
like he was my little buddy, and
yeah.
like I said, like we're still cool and tight now.
Right,
Like
right.
he'll call me on my birthday, wish me happy birthday, tells me he loves me when we see each other, and
Yeah,
he's a good kid. So, and I always told him like you're not my stepson. You're not. I always said he was my bonus kid, right?
yeah. Nice.
So
And how
like
old is he now?
23.
Dang.
No.
Wow. It's like same age as my son. So it's like, yeah, I think when you get older, you could accept stuff. Like,
Yeah.
they dated they dated him.
Right.
Oh,
I mean, at this point, man, we all got baggage, but
right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
At the same time, like I'm just more concerned with being a good dad.
Yeah.
Like
Awesome.
I don't really care if
Yeah, you get to
I
you get
got
to your kids and you're like, oh, yeah, like me too. I'm just like, I just want to shove my kids in the right direction, make sure
right.
they're
I got enough on my plate, health wise, and
right.
raising a 10-year-old, and I don't want, you know, the whole thought of like him having to meet someone else
Yeah,
and all that too. And
right.
I know honestly, probably he ain't gonna like that shit. So, so, so it's
I,
just
I, I mean, obviously I've been married for 25 years almost, and I always tell the kids and even her, I'm like, if something happens to her, that's it. I'm done. I mean, I'm not. What am I?
well, yeah. I told that's like
I'm not gonna
I've
find
told
some.
his mom too before.
Yeah,
I'm like, man,
right,
if this shit don't work out, then it's a wrap. Like
right, right.
it's whatever. I'll just be the old dude that knows jujitsu and
I know guys growing up that I found out like they had like parents of friends of mine, like the parents would have like other families.
Oh yeah, I did.
And I'm
I
like,
got
how
my
do you,
Mexican homies are like that. I
I
know
don't
some
know.
Filipinos that
Yeah,
are like that.
Filipinos. I was like, how do they do that, man? Insanity. One family is more than enough.
Right.
Imagine going home to the Philippines, like, and your other family's there, and you have to take care of them and
Did and that's
pretend and hide.
like Eli's mom used to accuse me of cheating and this and that, and I'd
Yeah.
be like, it's it's not. I don't have the mental capacity to do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I
I
don't want to.
I don't want to.
It's I'm like
I just
I
want to
gotta
take a
deal with
nap.
one. You tell me I gotta deal with two? No thanks.
Right. Those people who are like juggling, like, okay, if you're single and all, and you're juggling girls, okay, or guys,
But
whatever.
even then, man, like I'd let them know, like, look, it is what it is. I'm
Yeah.
not, you know, I'm,
To be fair, I know a lot of Filipino guys and gals who married outside Filipinos, and a lot of them, to be fair, a lot of them didn't work out.
yeah.
A lot of them got divorced, had kids, got divorced.
It's
and split
also
up.
like that culture too, right? The
Yeah,
American culture,
yeah,
like white people. Like
right.
I didn't, I never met so many like kids until we moved to Plainfield, like with divorced parents. Like
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that a lot.
Yeah.
You don't really see that with Filipinos either.
Yeah, they just suck it up. And
Yeah, they just suck it up. Like if you marry an asshole, guess what? You married an asshole
for
like,
life.
For life. You just hope that fucker dies before you do. You know, like
Right. It sucks.
but like
In a way, it
also like
sucks. But,
old school Filipinos are
yeah.
built different. You know, they're just like they'll tolerate that shit as long as the
Yeah.
paycheck comes home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The check clears, the mortgage gets paid. You know, it's like whatever.
Or it's like, they'll marry, like I know some ladies who are married in the Philippines, but in the Philippines you can't get divorced, right?
Right.
So they come to America and marry someone else. Like they don't really cross check that stuff, right?
Yeah.
They just
right.
leave the husband there. And that's how it is, and they know it.
Right.
But it's crazy. A lot of families like that. Like my wife has family titas and stuff like that, and she'll be like, yeah, she has 4 kids in the Philippines. I go, I thought you was single. Like just
Yeah.
you never knew they had kids when they're young, and that's how it is. It's tough, man. It's almost like a lottery ticket when you come here to America. You made it.
Right.
A lot of times they're just sending money back to the home, supporting families and stuff like that, and you're kind of stuck. Sometimes they're even illegal.
Oh,
I had an aunt that lived with us, and she came to the house, and I asked my dad. It was after my mom passed away, and I asked my dad, like, "Well, how long is Tita gonna stay with us?" And he's like, "Probably forever."
Yeah. Our house in Decatur growing up was always like the stopping point for relatives.
Yeah.
Like, dude, my mom's cousin, Tita
Right.
Olive,
Right.
dude, she was the shit. Dude, she lived with us when I was little. I used to wait up for her. She worked at a Chinese restaurant
Yeah.
in Decatur. She fucking hated the owners.
Right.
And she would come home. I'd wait up for her. She'd bring me home a Mars bar. Remember
Right.
Mars candy bars? Tita Olive.
Okay.
And she would come home, and her family was in the Philippines.
Right.
My Tito Rick and her kids, and she would work. And then
Was she illegal, or was she just visiting on visa?
I think she probably overstayed.
Right, overstayed. Right.
Right.
Common.
Right. So
Right.
she worked in the restaurant, I think, as a server.
Mm-hmm.
Then these people treated her like shit, probably because she was illegal. So she'd come home,
Right.
she would drink her beer, she'd cry and talk shit. I'd eat my Mars bar, and stay up with her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, but like, dude, she could cook.
Yeah.
She was funny.
Right.
Like, she always cracked me because she couldn't drive for shit. Like, my dad had this big rock
Right. Yeah.
on the side of the driveway.
Okay.
And it was, I don't know, a decorative piece of boulder.
Right.
My Tita Olive had the Buick that my dad had
Mm-hmm.
when I was a kid. And she
Right.
backed up the driveway, hit the boulder.
Oh my God.
And instead of like going off of it, she
Right.
just floored it. Got the car stuck, flipped the boulder over.
Oh my
like,
God.
out of the dirt.
Oh God.
Ran over my brother's bike. Ran over my scooter. Like, yeah. It was just the all of us. But she was awesome.
Yeah.
Then, like, my dad's brother, my Tito Emi, stayed with us for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, our house was like the jump off point for
Did they end up going back to the Philippines, or
yeah, they all did. And
Yeah.
then Mike Cuyate came, and he was working. He overstayed. Was working. He's a
Right.
nurse. Was working home health care.
Right.
And my mom and Tita told him, "Don't go back." His dumb ass went back, and then he tried to come back.
No.
and
Yeah.
dude, they caught his ass.
Like. Yeah.
I went to go pick him up from the airport, and I was out there for like 3 hours.
Oh, God.
What was going on?
Yikes.
Dude, they stopped him at customs.
Oh.
And this is how slick Makuite is. He's like the Filipino. He's a nurse, right? Worked in Europe. This
Right.
dude probably got like 15 kids,
Oh my God.
5 different women, just Dubai,
Right.
England,
Yeah.
He sweet talked one of the stewardesses or something to come out and give me like his bag
Yeah.
to bring to my Tita Dita and like whatever. And she let me know, like, look,
He's not.
we're putting him on a flight back. He's going straight back to the
Okay.
Philippines.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I was just like, this motherfucker, he like sweet talked this chick when he comes out here. I'm like,
Right.
and it turns out that he was like in an interrogation room.
Mhm.
he refused to give up who he was working for.
Right.
So they blasted the AC to like 60 to freeze him out, and then they gave him one of those foil blankets, and he's like the first 48, like in the corner with the
first
foil
48.
blanket. Yeah. You know, and like they literally put him on the next flight to the Philippines.
Dang.
Do not pass go.
That
like
sucks.
turn around, and then
That
like
sucks.
gave him, I don't know, 5-year, 10-year ban. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, like you can't come back. But,
I'm surprised they're even gonna let him ever.
yeah,
But ooh,
Yeah,
yeah. What Filipinos go through to just make it here. For their families. They sacrifice. They're doing it just so they could make some money.
yeah,
It's tough. Like my wife has some families that they just hid in a car and they went over from Canada.
right.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you can get in there but this was years ago. And productive man, business owners.
Like now, our family would just be like, "Haha, we're here," like yes, no take backs, like.
Right.
But,
Right.
So
Did you what did you think of like my sisters all married white guys. And they're all good guys. I like them.
yeah, same like my cousins too. They all
Your cousin-
married,
yeah.
white dudes. They're all cool as shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
My one cousin married a fucking former Top Gun instructor. He was
Cool.
a fighter pilot.
Wow.
Big John's cool as shit.
Okay.
My cousin Tina married Pat,
Mhm.
another white dude. He was like,
All right.
quarterback of a football team, point guard,
Nice.
pitcher. He was like the stud jock in high school.
All right.
Yeah, I mean they're great dudes. My brother-in-law, typical like all American white dude from Michigan.
Yeah. Wow.
He's cool.
I think it's easier to be fair, the Filipino girls to get the guy as opposed to the other way around.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like you'll see Filipino guys date white girls all the time, right? But I think it's other ways, a little bit more common.
yeah. My brother and I would call that living the dream. Like we ever see a white dude with an Asian chick, they're like that motherfucker's living the dream.
I would always tell I always told my daughter, like, please don't date a skinny tall white kid with brown hair. Please don't do that. First boyfriend, skinny tall white dude with brown hair. His name was Kevin. He's a great guy. But
Well, like I told my sister, I'm like, I'm glad she ended up with Mitch because if she would have married the dude she was dating in college, I'm like, I would end up beating this dude's ass. Like, I'm like, all he does is make you cry. I'm like, I'm gonna end up
I don't know why.
kicking this dude's
I don't know
ass.
why anyone stays in those kind of relationships.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But then she met Mitch, and then she got it right. So
Cool. And your brother,
my brother, yeah, my sister-in-law Mandy's awesome.
she's white.
She's half
Oh, yeah.
Arab and half
Wow.
Italian.
Wow.
So
Exotic, huh?
yeah,
They have kids.
yep.
Cool.
Emiliano and Namira. So Emiliano's 11, Eli's 10, Amira's 9.
Oh, that's cool. They're all buddies.
Yep.
See, we grew up. We didn't have any cousins. That kind of sucked. We had no cousins in America. So, but I mean, that's a little off topic. But so we just stuck together.
Yeah.
It was good.
I grew up with my cousins, so
Yeah. But they're a little bit older than you, right?
me and Vince were 8 days apart. RJ was 2 years older than me.
Okay.
Randall was, I think, almost 2 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
Guia Ricky
Right.
was 9 years
9 years older.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
he's-
he's like my age.
Yeah. So he was like the leader of the cousin crew. But yeah, I mean, like my cousins were my best friends, my first sparring partners, and
Nice. Your karate partners.
karate.
Everyone freaking did karate in the garage.
We played a lot of video games.
Yeah.
Sports. We played a lot of basketball.
That's cool. Right.
Hockey in the basement.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up playing roller hockey. I never learned how to skate, so I had to be a goalie, which sucked. We didn't have money for a puck, so we'd use a crushed beer can with tape. And I'm like, no slap shots. First thing these assholes do is wind up slap shots. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, I got a baseball mitt and a regular stick.
Did you guys ride dirt bikes around and stuff like
No.
that? No. Okay. We did. We had a. I didn't have a dirt bike though. I don't know what. I was riding just garbage bikes, but we'd always ride our bikes
we had
around. You know what I'm
We
saying?
had like a
In the
bike
80s?
and then like a scooter.
I've seen two of my friends face plant on their bikes, like literally.
Oh, dude,
One kid had to go to the hospital.
I forgot how old we were, but my brother and I were making a ramp
Yeah.
in front of the house
Yeah,
with like cinder blocks and like a piece of plywood.
plywood. Yeah.
Dude, I went over the ramp, the handlebar stabbed me in the stomach. I pissed blood, and then Itai spanked me for being stupid. Like I
remember one summer, I was so stupid. I was probably, how old was I? 12. I was like 12 or 13. I decided I was going to do a backflip off the diving board at the local pool, and I didn't clear the board. I hit my head, 12 stitches in the hospital.
nice.
And then that same summer, after I got the stitches out, I was riding my bike on the bicycle path, and I saw a buddy of mine drive by, and I go, "Hey, Glenn!" I didn't see his brother right behind him. We smashed into each other. 10 more stitches in my leg. My dad was like, "What the fuck is going on with you this summer?" He hated my guts, but yeah, that summer sucked. I can't believe it. But yeah, I don't know. You know, do you have any advice for relationships? Now that you could look back, kind of see your life, see the journey. If you have anything that you could like contribute to the audience,
Be careful who you have kids with.
it's fair. It's 100% fair. Yeah.
Be careful who you have kids with, for sure. Leave it as diplomatic
Right.
as that.
I was giving advice to my daughter, and this saying I always say. Someone said this. They said, "Why buy the cow when the milk is free?"
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, be selective and don't be easy. Don't be, you know what I'm saying? Just we're all adults, and but be, you know, you're at the stage.
Communication is huge.
Oh, huge!
That's the other
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Like if you can't communicate with the person without it being an argument,
Right.
time to go.
I actually think, like, me and my wife argue about, not argue, but have some kind of like conversation every time we talk. Every day where we have a little bit of a spatter argument, but I think it's okay, you know. But you don't want to be yelling and screaming at each other, right?
Exactly.
But you don't want, and you also don't want to just accept everything they say. Okay, honey, that's right. That'd be lame,
Yeah.
you know. So, conversation, watch your kids, communication. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. I think we'll wrap up this episode.
Yeah. Nice talking to you guys.
Thanks.
Good seeing you.
Thank you guys, and see you next time.